Chapter 1st. Matter. Learning objectives. 3 states of matter. Kinetic theory of matter. Properties of states of matter. Change of state and kinetic theory. We have studied in previous classes that anything that has mass and occupies space is called matter. If you look around yourself, you see many things like books, tables, chairs, buses, water, etc. All these things are made of different materials and are different in shape, nature and properties. However, all things from tiniest like a dust particle to mountains are examples of matter. Matter is composed of elements. Elements are the building blocks of all matter. But what is an element? An element is a substance which cannot be subdivided into two or more simple substances by any chemical or physical method. There are about 116 elements known to exist in nature. More are being discovered. All matter, regardless of its physical state, is made of either one or two or a combination of more than two elements out of these 116 elements. When matter is made of only one kind of element, then the smallest unit of this element is known as atom. Atom means something which cannot be cut further. An atom is called Anu in Hindi and Sanskrit. An atom is defined as the smallest unit of an element which may or may not have an independent existence and which always takes part in chemical reactions. If matter is made up of two or more elements, then the smallest unit of this matter is called molecule. A molecule is defined as the smallest unit of matter which has an independent existence and retains the physical and chemical properties of that matter. For example, a molecule of water. A molecule can be made up of two or more atoms of the same element, like a molecule of oxygen, which is made up of two elements. Repeat. A molecule can be made of two or more atoms of the same element, like a molecule of oxygen, which is made up of two atoms of oxygen, or it can be made of atoms of different elements, like a molecule of water, which is made of two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen. Atoms and molecules are too small and cannot be seen, even by a powerful microscope, but they are in a constant state of motion. To understand their movement, a theory called kinetic theory of matter was formulated, which is the result of research work of several scientists. Kinetic theory of matter. The kinetic theory of matter is based on the following assumptions. First, matter is made up of molecules. All matter is made up of very small particles called molecules. A molecule is defined as the smallest part of a substance which takes part in a chemical reaction. Second, the molecules are always in motion. The molecules of a substance are always in a state of motion, moving randomly in all possible directions with different velocities. Due to this motion, they possess kinetic energy. Third, kinetic energy of molecules. The kinetic energy of the molecules is directly proportional to heat. When heat is supplied to a substance, its molecules move faster and then kinetic energy increases. When substance is cooled, its molecules move slower and their kinetic energy decreases. Fourth, attraction between molecules. Molecules of a matter always attract each other. This force of attraction increases with decrease in distance between them and decreases with increase in distance between them. This force of attraction is known as intermolecular force of attraction. This intermolecular force of attraction is of two types. First, force of cohesion and second, force of adhesion. The force of cohesion is the intermolecular force between the molecules of the same substance. Example, force between two molecules of water or two molecules of mercury. The force of adhesion is the intermolecular force between the molecules of different substances. Example, the force between a molecule of water and a molecule of glass. Fifth, the molecules of a substance are alike in all respects and are different from the molecules of another substance. 3 states of matter. Matter exists in 3 states: solids, liquids and gases. These states can be easily identified on the basis of their characteristics. Stones, glass and wood, etc. are solids. Water, kerosene and milk, etc. are liquids, while air, smoke and steam, etc. are gases. We can explain the properties of these three states of matter on the basis of two assumptions of kinetic theory of matter: intermolecular force and intermolecular distance. Solids. A solid has definite shape and size. The size and shape of a solid do not change by themselves. The arrangement of molecules in a solid is given below. First, the intermolecular distance between the molecules of a solid is very small. Thus, the molecules are very closely packed in a solid. We studied earlier that if intermolecular distance is less, then intermolecular force of attraction is greater. Second, since the molecules in a solid are very closely and tightly arranged and the intermolecular distance is very less, a solid cannot be compressed. Third, the strong intermolecular force of attraction in molecules of a solid does not allow them to spill over other molecules. Hence, they cannot flow like liquids and have definite shape. Fourth, solids expand very little on heating, as the intermolecular force of attraction is strong. Fifth, due to strong intermolecular force of attraction between molecules, solids have a definite shape and molecules do not move from one place to another. However, molecules vibrate or oscillate about their fixed position in a solid. Liquids. A liquid has a definite size or volume but not a definite shape. It takes the shape of the vessel or container in which it is put. The arrangement of molecules in a liquid is given below. First, the intermolecular distance. The distance between the molecules in a liquid is more than that in solids. As discussed earlier, if intermolecular distance increases, the force of attraction between two molecules decreases. Thus, the molecules are loosely packed in a liquid as compared to the molecules in a solid, and they attract each other with smaller force. Second, due to lesser or intermolecular force, molecules in a liquid are relatively free and easily move from one part of a liquid to another part. Due to this reason, the liquids do not have a fixed shape and take the shape of the container in which they are placed. Third, since the intermolecular distance in liquids is large as compared to solids, they can be compressed a little as compared to solids. Fourth, liquids expand on heating as the intermolecular force is less. Fifth, the lesser intermolecular force between the molecules of a liquid allows them to slide over one another. Thus, liquids can flow. Sixth, liquids do not have definite shape but they have a definite volume because intermolecular force is strong enough to hold the molecules together. Gases. A gas has neither fixed shape nor fixed volume. It takes the shape of the container in which it is stored and occupies its whole shape. The arrangement of molecules in a gas is given below. The arrangement of molecules in a gas is given below. First, the intermolecular distance between molecules of a gas is very large, and as such intermolecular force between the molecules is very less. Second, as the intermolecular force is very small, negligible, the molecules are able to move freely anywhere and thus they occupy the entire space of the container in which they are placed. This means they do not have a fixed shape and take the shape of the container. Third, as the intermolecular distance between the molecules is very large, gases expand easily on heating. Fourth, as the intermolecular distance between the molecules is very large, the gases can be compressed easily. Fifth, since the intermolecular force is negligible, gases can flow easily. This is the reason that the smell of an incense stick, agarbatti, lighted in one corner of a room reaches its other corner or all parts of the room. Given below is a comparative table of the general properties of solids, liquids and gases. A comparison of properties of solids, liquids and gases. Solids, liquids, gases. First, have definite mass, have definite mass, have definite mass. Second, have fixed shape, no fixed shape. Take the shape of the container in which placed, but not necessarily occupy the whole space, but not necessarily occupy the whole space, but not necessary. but not necessarily occupy the whole space. No fixed shape. Take the shape of container in which placed and occupy whole of it. Have fixed volume. Have fixed volume. Have no fixed volume. Take the volume and shape of the container. Fourth, do not flow. Flow from higher to lower level. Flow in all available directions. Fifth, cannot be compressed. Can be compressed somewhat. Can be compressed highly. Sixth, intermolecular distance is very small. Intermolecular distance is large than solids. Intermolecular distance is larger than solids. Intermolecular distance is very large. 7. Intermolecular force is very strong. Intermolecular force is weaker than solids. Intermolecular force is almost negligible. 8. Expand a little on heating. Expand more than solids on heating. Expand more than solids on heating. Expand easily on heating. 9th. Molecules vibrate. Molecules vibrate about a fixed point. Molecules vibrate about a fixed point and also move in a straight line so they can flow. Molecules vibrate about a fixed point and also move in a straight line so they can move easily. Change of state and kinetic theory. The kinetic theory of matter gives a clear explanation of the internal processes involved at the particle level when matter undergoes a change of state. Process of heating. Theoretically, heating a solid to higher and higher temperatures changes its phase to a liquid and finally to a gas. Fusion, solid to liquid. A solid consists of low kinetic energy vibrating particles locked into position by interparticle attractive forces. When heat is applied, energy is absorbed and the particles start vibrating more vigorously. Finally, the vibrations became energetic enough to overcome the attractive forces and the particles start sliding out of their position to flow about. The solid is now melting into a liquid. Vaporization, liquid to gas. On further application of heat to the liquid, the particles move around more energetically within the volume of the liquid. Finally, they became energetic enough to start escaping from the surface of the liquid, overcoming the backward pull by their neighbors in the volume of the liquid. Evaporation, liquid to gas. According to the kinetic theory, the temperature is a measure of the average kinetic energy possessed by the particles of matter. This means that in any sample of matter, there will be particles with higher kinetic energy than average, balanced by those with lower energy than average. So, even in a liquid whose temperature is not high enough for boiling to occur, there will be some particles with sufficient kinetic energy to break through the surface of the liquid, overcoming the backward pull of others. They slowly escape as gas particles, and the process is called evaporation. Process of cooling. Generally, cooling a gas changes its phase to a liquid and finally to a solid. Condensation, gas to liquid. When a gas is cooled, heat is removed progressively. The free-moving particles start losing kinetic energy and slowing down. Finally, the forces of attraction between the lower energy particles colliding with each other are strong enough to hold them together, and the gas begins to condense into liquid. Solidification, liquid to solid. The particles still have energy enough to slide about within the volume of the liquid, but further cooling lowers this energy further. Finally, the mutual attractive forces overcome to low kinetic energies of the particles and lock them into fixed positions, where they continue to vibrate as the liquid freezes to solid. Summary. All matter is made up of very small particles called molecules. The kinetic energy of molecules is directly proportional to heat. Matter exists of three states: solids, liquids, and gases. Molecules in solids are tightly packed. Molecules in liquids are loosely packed. Molecules in gases move freely. A solid consists of low kinetic energy. In any sample of matter, there will be particles of higher kinetic energy than average. When a gas is cooled, the free-moving particles start losing kinetic energy and slowing down.